Hey guys, TMG here. Today we're talking about kind of Mega Man 2, but more so video game walkthroughs. Somehow people upload videos of them playing them playing a whole entire video game on YouTube, and for whatever reason, they can make a successful career out of this. Why do people like watching other people play games? I don't know. It's something you hear a lot of people, like people who don't play video games all the time. They see you watching someone else play the game, they're like, "Ha! Why don't you play the game instead of watching some other loser play the game?" But yeah, it's what happens. They don't understand it. You know what? Honestly, I don't think I do either, even though I sometimes participate in the watching of other people playing video games. Now, let's get into the story side of this. But recently I just played Mega Man 2 all the way through on Mega Man Anniversary Collection for GameCube. It's not the first Mega Man game I played. The first Mega Man game I beat was Mega Man 3. The first one I ever played was Mega Man 1. But I guess we're not really talking about those games today, because here is what happened, and I guess before we get into it, I'm going to explain this footage you're watching right here. This is not from the Anniversary Collection, this is from the NES Classic, which I used my HDMI capture card to get. Thing is, I do not have an HDMI splitter, so this footage is going to be very rough. Lots of walking off edges and dying, because the input lag was insane on this, and I might just buy an HDMI splitter just because of the experience. But the footage gets better as it goes on, so try not to cringe and die as you're watching it. That's just a warning. You've probably already watched me die in the footage, I bet. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, I played Mega Man 2 all the way through on the Anniversary Collection. It was pretty fun, but you know what happened after I beat the game? You won't believe it, but I think I got a snack, and then I sat down and I watched walkthrough videos. Why? I just beaten the game, I was still thinking about the game. I didn't really want to watch people doing a video game review, because honestly, video game reviews sometimes ruin games for me, because maybe it's a game I really like, and then some guy on YouTube's like, this game stinks. I'm like, actually, I'm not gonna watch any of these videos, because I want to enjoy the experience and not let some review taint it for me, and maybe I'll have to make another video about that. Some examples where that's happened, I don't know, where I still like those games, but I've seen people make negative reviews for like Donkey Kong Country 3. That's one of my favorite games. They say it's worse than the second one and the first one, but that's not true. It's might actually be the best one in the trilogy. But then again, all those games are so similar in quality, I don't see why. Yeah. Well, this is not a video about... And then there was, let's see, Legend of Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. That one, I'd watch people make negative reviews about it for years. And because of that, I didn't really want to play the game, but eventually I bought the game anyway. It was the first Legend of Zelda game I played, and I actually really liked it. I'm still stuck on the Great Palace, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I sat down and I watched a walkthrough. Why are those so entertaining? Why do I just beat the game, I just experienced all of this, why do I need to watch someone else experience this? Maybe it's because, other people perceive things differently, maybe they play the game differently. It might just be interesting to see how other people play games. And there's a million answers, and if you're still watching the video, congratulations, you're probably one of those rare people who actually likes to listen to nonsense that I say. But yeah. You're gonna go out of this video with no definite answer, because there's no one answer. I don't think this video will have any satisfying conclusion, because some things are we're just meant to wonder about. Why do people like watching other people play video games? And there's not one answer. It's not something we'll ever really know, but we can talk about it. And I have a few ideas. One scenario, which involves usually like younger children, what I've seen, is, they don't have a game yet. They want the game really badly, but they gotta wait 6 months till Christmas to play it. So what do? They're so eager to play the game that they go on YouTube and search up a walkthrough and watch the whole video and spoil the entire game for themselves just because they want to play it so badly. I've actually seen this a lot with like my younger cousins and stuff like that. And I mean, they can do that if they want. I don't see I feel like it's a bad idea to spoil a whole game before you can play it, but do what you want. I won't blame you. But yeah, I've seen people do that. I don't really understand it, but they do that. And then this also happens to all younger children's. The game's too hard for them. Now, Mega Man 2, I didn't think it was a really hard game. I wasn't playing it on normal mode. Let me remind you, I was playing on the Anniversary Collection for the GameCube. There's no normal mode on there, other than there's no difficult mode. It's just set on difficult mode. How can I tell? Because the enemy behaviors are the same as difficult mode in the NES Classic version. But I still didn't think it was that hard of a game, but then again, I have a lot of experience playing video games, and especially a lot more experience playing older games compared to most people my age, I guess. But yeah, a game's too hard for them, so I think they either go watch a walkthrough to see how to do it, or just to give them the satisfaction of the completion of the game without actually completing the game at all. And again, they can do what they want, and I kind of understand why they do that, but not really. Because I think part of the satisfaction of a challenge is figuring out how to do it on your own. It might be hard, but it just makes it so much more rewarding as opposed to, Google, how do you get past this enemy in this level, this. And yes, maybe you'll 100% the game or something like that, but did you really earn it? Or did Google earn it for you? And if you do that, it's okay. I understand some people have a limit. They can try for 5 days to find this one exit in some level. But yeah, it's just questions like that. There's another scenario. Even when you're playing a video game in the living room or something, family's gonna come in and say, they don't necessarily want to play, they don't feel like they have the skill to, they don't feel confident in it. A lot of them feel like they'll embarrass themselves, but they still find satisfaction in watching you play for whatever reason. So it's obviously not just a YouTube thing, it's a thing that's been happening since before YouTube, because I've seen my family just sit around for 2 hours watching me play like Sonic the Hedgehog 2 or something like that. And maybe it's because they know they couldn't do that, they just want to see you do it, so they know it's possible. I don't know, but for whatever reason, that is enjoyable to them to watch you play games. Sometimes I just start playing games in the living room, and all of a sudden the whole family gathers around me, and it's kind of annoying because I kind of don't like people watching me. I'm talking to you, government. What? I didn't say nothing. Yeah, that's fine. You can spy on me, government. Anyway, back on topic. But yeah, those are some scenarios that I was just thinking of. And yes, this is an unscripted video, and it's probably full of a lot of nonsense. Surprised there wasn't a lot of, what do I have to say next? Let me think for them. That stuff, because usually that happens in unscripted videos. But I think I'm getting better at this. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to leave you unsatisfied because there's no one answer to this. Lots of people watch walkthroughs. I even watch them sometimes. The thing is, I watch them after playing a game all the way through. I enjoy it, but I don't know why. Why do I do that? I've played Donkey Kong Country a million times. Why do I need to watch some random person on the internet play it too? It's so random. But sir, for some reason that is something we do. I mean, you could be like, maybe I'll just do this next time. One of my My family's in the living room watching football. I'll be like, how about you stop watching football and you go play it? Because, that's what they do with video games. Or how about you stop watching the news and go figure it out for yourself? What's going on? But yeah, I mean, we enjoy... I don't really enjoy... But a lot of people enjoy watching people play sports or things like that. I mean, they could do it, but they don't do it. And maybe it's because they don't want to experience the challenge, or they just don't want to have to deal with the challenge. They just want to watch other people overcome the challenge. Maybe it's motivation. I guess it's comparable to a lot of things. Movies, things like that. How about you stop watching a guy write a script for a movie and make your own movie? So many of these I could come up with. But yeah, I think that's the video. I'm sorry there's no definite answer for this. It's something a lot of people do, but we don't really know why. They just do it because it's entertainment, I guess. That's interesting. Video games are meant to be played, yet a lot of people get just as much enjoyment out of watching other people play them. Isn't that interesting? I'll leave you with that. TMG out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find some sanity in this insane nonsense, if that makes any sense. So have a good rest of your day. TMG out. Goodbye.